Yo, what up, everybody? West up, man. Thanks for
Oh
everybody
yeah.
that tunes in or watches this episode later on. We had a little delay right now coming in 'cause, everybody got shit to do and all that. So, sometimes we can't start on time. But we here, we made it,
Hell yeah, we made it.
We got George
Hell
right
yeah.
here, Phantasma Navarro, dude, again joining us. He was one of the first episodes actually when
yeah.
we first kicked this off back in
Hell
the
yeah.
day, man. And he blessed us with his presence. Then he came back, gave us a little update and shit
Hell
and
yeah.
all that, man. And now we doing it live and all that. So we was like, man, we like. Remember you were episode 1, and we I think it's like episode 36 already.
36
and shit,
already,
dude,
huh?
We've been on grind mode, dude, trying to do it
hustling,
every
hell
Friday,
yeah.
sometimes on Sundays. Cause the grind don't sleep, dude.
Hell
You gotta
yeah.
stay on
Hell
top of that
yes.
shit, bro. Consistent, I guess too. Cause you gotta.
Especially here at the West Factory.
Oh, you already know, man. Right here, we doing all kinds of shit. If
Hell
we're
yeah.
not printing, we fucking, doing podcasts
Hell
at
yeah,
the
logos,
studio,
everything,
music videos,
Hell yeah.
like with the whole nine. Dude. Actually, I got a studio session tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Cause I don't know if you noticed, but we've been looking for a different genre of music. We do a
Yeah.
lot of gangster rap, but we've
Hell
been
yeah.
looking for singers and
Singers,
stuff.
Hell yeah. Change it up,
Yeah, excuse me. And then we just recently had Thais Isel here.
Yeah.
She's like a Mexican, like half black, half Mexican,
Yeah.
and she sings really good, bro.
Yeah.
And she likes cumbias and
Yeah.
corridos and stuff.
Yeah, she's a dancer too, right?
And she's
For
a
cumbias?
dancer. Yeah.
I think I met her at Thunder Studios at my manager's studios right there.
Oh, all right.
They were
Yeah.
performing They had I think a Mexican show and she was there dancing.
Oh,
yeah.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's up and coming from Oxnard too,
Yeah.
dude. So a lot of talent coming out of Oxnard. So we tapped in and we got a studio session tomorrow. We're gonna do some cumbias tomorrow,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Some
Change it up,
dope shit,
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna try that out, dude, just to see how it is and shit, man. Maybe that's our calling and
Hell
make
yeah.
Spanish music.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of us we grew up on Spanish music,
Yup.
right? Like our
Corridos,
peeps or like
everything,
our dad or
banda.
our mom or something,
Hell
Bump the
yeah.
Panda, corridos or like classic like Mana
yeah.
and shit, right?
Chente,
Selena and all
all
that
that, you
shit.
know?
Chente, hell yeah, that's the shit right there, bro.
Hell yeah.
And that's why those are the ones that I think to me, like from childhood, is kind of like I remember listening to Spanish music as my mom was cleaning and
Yup.
shit, bro. Bumping it loud in the house.
Waking you up, huh?
Right. So I was
On a
like, oh
Sunday.
man, it'll be dope to be able
Hell
to make
yeah.
some music for the culture as well
Hell
too,
yeah.
man. A lot of the folks that maybe don't like gangster rap, now
Hell yeah.
we'll be able to provide something else for
Something
them
else,
to listen to, bro.
Yup.
And yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow and see how it goes
Something
and
they can
shit.
play with the family.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Gangster rap's dope. I love it. I
Hell
bump it
yeah.
in my car all the
Hell
time.
yeah, me too.
Or but it's I maybe it's not gangster rap. That's just what I'm used to calling
Hell
it.
yeah.
But it's rap, right? But
Hell
might be nice to have a little change because
change.
it's trippy because the other time I was rolling in my car and I always bump. No matter who's in my car, I bump
Yeah.
my music and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because if not, they can catch a ride with somebody
Yeah.
else and shit, But sometimes I'm with my kids and now I started putting like los bookies.
Those bookies, yeah.
And I just and my daughters they're enjoying it and they're singing along
Yeah.
now. They don't even know and it sucks because we speak a lot of English at
Yeah.
home and we forget the Spanish, bro. So my daughters just started learning Spanish
Hell
through
yeah.
the music and shit.
And
So
which
now
is good too as they get older. They go look for a
Exactly.
job, get a career.
yeah. And I think everybody should be able. If you're Hispanic, you should know
Yeah.
some Spanish,
Pass
bro.
on the culture to the younger
Exactly,
ones.
yeah,
Your
exactly.
kids and nephews.
Yeah. So that's the goal. And then from playing that music, they started being curious about Spanish now.
Yeah.
So now they're learning it. Now they speak a little
Yes,
bit
yup.
and they're making words like.
Yeah.
And then they started from singing the songs of Los Bookies and
Los
shit, dude,
Bookies,
you
you
know?
know?
And then that's what I grew up with my pops. My pops used
Hell
to
yeah.
do like cover band stuff. So he used to sing bookies at
Those
home with
bookies,
his
you know?
guitar and
Yeah.
shit, and yeah. So I always
really
thought
dope, man.
I thought that
Hell
was
yeah.
dope, dude.
Hell yeah.
So I one day I woke up like, you know what? We won't play rap today. We won't play those bookies all day.
Hell yeah.
And they loved it, bro. And I thought to me that was good. So now like I explained to them, oh look, we're gonna do these songs, and they love Selena
Hell
and
yeah.
shit, So they're like, oh man, that's gonna be cool and shit,
And
And
she has a really good story too on Netflix. It's really good
oh
too.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting,
definitely. Yeah, they had the show, right?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah, I remember watching it growing
was
up
pretty
when they
good.
were growing up as little
Yeah.
kids and shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
nah, man. So thanks for coming back, bro, and everything. So last time you were here, you had just fought and you were trying to get another fight and
Yeah.
train and shit. So it's been a minute. I want to say a little over a year now and shit. So
Yeah, around there, yeah.
what you been up to since, bro?
Man, I just been in the gym, training, working on other stuff too, like the dog breeding and stuff like that. We own a taco business over there in Florida, in Fort Walton Beach, with my mom and brother.
All right.
I've been working on that. I've been working a lot of stuff, man. Besides this, I've been helping my manager. They work on like selling land in Mexico, commercial real estate.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
they be selling lots and all that, buying like a bunch of land too.
Oh man.
And then they're also working on a tequila company that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. I know, so I'm gonna be helping them with that too, getting customers. I'm gonna have to bring you a bottle, man.
Oh
You're
man,
gonna
you
love it.
shit. We do the 1800 right here,
Hell
but
yeah,
shit,
man.
I like tequila
Hell
anytime,
yeah.
bro,
Now
for
you're gonna
sure.
love that bottle, man. It comes with the Aztec Sun and the calendar too on it.
Oh, like that's
Yeah.
the graphics on
Yeah,
it and shit.
graphics on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
So going back a little bit, so you got a business in Florida, you
Yeah.
said, right? So you going back and forth like that, kind of like, or you helping promote it and shit,
No,
or like,
I help it promote it. Usually the one that runs is my mom and brother because
oh,
they live
they're
out
out
there.
there and shit.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, yeah, yeah.
but when I go out there, I go help out and stuff too. But I be
Yeah.
promoting and stuff like that.
Damn, them fast ass hands be coming
Yeah.
in with the fucking taco chopping
Hell
up the
yeah,
meat
man.
and
The
shit,
birria
dude.
and everything.
Yeah, the birria.
Hell
Huh?
yeah.
Damn, hey, those birria tacos, fuck, bro, they
Yeah.
be fire and shit.
Yeah, we be doing a little bit of everything.
You do the
Ramen,
queso
birria,
tacos too and
yeah,
shit?
all of that too.
Oh man, those queso tacos, dude. And it's crazy because I go goloso sometimes, bro. I've been
Yeah,
trying to
it's
lose
pretty
weight
good,
too,
yeah.
cause
It's hard, when you Mexican.
all y'all be inspiring me. I
Hell
saw a
yeah.
picture of the homie right here flexing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to look like that one day and
Hell
shit, bro.
yeah.
You get me? And but now like queso tacos, bro. Like, they're Philly,
The
no?
feeling, hell yeah.
But I'll eat like 5 or 6 of those motherfuckers,
Me
bro.
too,
You
man.
get me?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Me
you
too.
know, I be all feeling all
With the
bloated and
consomme,
shit,
and
bro.
everything,
Oh
con
yeah.
limon, salsa,
You
and
know what?
everything.
I've never dipped it in the consomme. I just be like throwing some hot sauce on that shit and
Hell yeah,
boom, bro,
boom.
brava and shit,
Yeah.
dude. But
Nah, you gonna like it, man. You can try it.
I be loving that shit, bro, for
Also,
sure.
too, the ramen birria. It's
I've
pretty
never
fire.
had ramen birria.
It's
Bro. Is
pretty
that like
good.
a fusion and shit?
Yeah, it's something new, that they brought out. I think like after COVID.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bomb. It's pretty
It's
bomb.
cause everybody was drinking ramen because of the vitamins
The
and
vitamins
shit,
and all
the
that,
veggies.
yeah.
Ramen, bro. I never ate ramen before until like recently, like maybe 5, 6 months ago. I posted a story when I
Yeah.
first had it. I went to Silver Lake Ramen.
Yeah.
It's just some place right here by the beach and shit. And I was like, my son was into it, so I was like, man, I'll go and try it
Yeah.
out. That shit was fire as
Hell
fuck,
yeah.
bro.
that shit
They put
smacks.
like a pork slice in there and
yeah,
shit.
with the
With
with the little egg, huh?
Yeah, with the egg, and I got some spicy sauce on it. I was sweating and shit, and but hey, that shit was fire as
Yeah,
fuck,
no,
bro.
it's pretty
Like,
good, hell yeah.
like I was like, man, if they had this when I used to get crudo and shit, this will bring me back quick and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
Como es it?
Like,
It revives me
It
and
revives
shit.
you,
Yeah.
like the menudo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Something
never
like
been
that.
a fan of menudo, dude.
Nah, me neither.
But I've liked spaghetti and
Yeah.
pasta, and the ramen is like that. It's really
Yeah,
good,
I'm more
like a
of
caldo. And shit.
birria and pozole.
And the carnitas, with the
Carnitas, yeah,
tacos,
hell
huh?
yeah.
Fuck, dude,
With the salsa
But I'm-
molcajete.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at that fucking the ramen birria, dude. That shit sounds fire.
Hell yeah.
Because the birria already comes in a jugo, no? So they
Yeah.
put the ramen in the jugo like that and
Yeah,
shit?
it's pretty good, yeah.
With some cilantro, some
Cilantro,
onions and
cebolla,
shit.
salsa, everything, limon.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That's new out there, I bet,
Hell
too,
yeah.
huh?
Yes, there's no such thing as Mexican food, or there's Taco Bell or Chipotle.
Oh shit! Because I've been to where did I go? I've been to Orlando, Florida, and
yeah.
shit. That's where I went by the Disneyland.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
I had
really
to
nice
go
out
work
there,
and
but it's
shit.
humid.
Yeah, it's humid. The time that I went was humid. I went for because I do like product management for my
Yeah.
jobs and shit. So I come up with product ideas. I
Yeah.
went for the pet show, like
the
a
pet
pet
show?
expo over there and shit,
Oh,
in the
hell yeah.
convention center. But I stayed in a hotel by Disneyland because they have like this outdoor downtown Disney. I forgot they call it something Rapids, I think. And I ended up going there too because all the restaurants are there. So
Yeah.
I always like staying by the restaurants, so I always have options to eat and
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Yeah, they're really big on Cuban food, Peruvian food, stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Oh, all right. I didn't
Yeah.
try none of the local spots, but I should have. But when it was my first time there, my first and only time actually, and I was kind of like iffy, like I don't like to roam too much, but I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll go over here and walk here, I'll walk here, like
Yeah.
And then walking the show, they're the big expo, so it's kind of like gets you really tired and
Yeah.
shit, bro. And then you just kind of want to eat and chill and
Chill,
shit.
relax.
And then the time difference and all that shit. Yeah, ahorita que I'm getting old, bro. Yeah, like
Yeah,
kind of like
you just wanna lay
fuck,
back.
When I was young, I'd be like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna try these 2 different spots and shit.
Hell yeah.
But now I think that's dope. I'm gonna have to try the ramen really. So what's popular out there? Like the queso tacos must be hitting that shit.
Yeah,
no?
everything. The queso tacos. We be selling like street dogs too, like estilo Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, we be selling those. Elotes también, cause raspados
shit.
and everything. So
Yeah.
we be doing a little bit of everything. So it's doing pretty good.
Damn. I went to Hawaii just recently for my wife's birthday in December, like
Yeah.
right after Christmas, and um I went to this place, bro, and they were selling corn elotes,
Yeah.
but there was white people, you know.
Yeah.
And no offense against white people, and I'm used to the Hispanics selling
Yeah.
corn on the cart, you know.
Yep.
And then they had a whole little camper, but it was decked out for their corn and shit, you know, like a trailer,
Yeah.
you know. ¿Cómo se llaman esos? Like the Winnebago trailers and shit, you know, like those campers,
Those campers,
but the
the
metal
small one,
old
yeah,
school
the
ones, the
old
small
schools, yeah,
ones,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I went and I was like, man, you know, like I want to try it because it said street corns, and that's all they sold was corns, dude,
yeah.
you know. And they had two kinds. You can either get non-spicy or spicy and shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
And I told my wife, I was like, damn, I haven't had an elote in a while and shit, but I don't know if this is the spot to
Yeah.
get it, you know. And hey, fool, that was shit was fire,
Fire,
bro,
huh?
fire. They did something where you know how on the carts they're steamed.
Yeah.
This one was on the charcoal grill. So it had
Smacking
that
it.
smoke flavor,
Hell
but
yeah.
they did the same thing with the mayonnaise, the
mayonnaise,
queso,
queso,
and the
everything
chili
else.
powder, the whole nine. Hey, dude, when I ate that shit, you can taste the smoke from the char. I was like, oh man, that was one of the best ones I had.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
And my wife loved it too. The only thing is, you know, like those güeros and shit,
Yeah.
like it's a small portion, no? So it was like they took one corn and cut it in half and shit.
Yeah.
So you know, I wanted more and shit. You know, I had to eat like 2 or 3 of them.
Hell
motherfuckers
yeah.
and shit, yeah. They were like
Shit, I
little
would've
baby
too,
portions
man.
and shit.
Hell
You
yeah.
know?
Because even like in Mexico, the corns they're different out there too. It's much harder, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like over here, it's different. It's much softer.
Softer,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, and I think right here is because they genetically modify all the
Yeah.
fruit so that it's perfect, dude. Like
Perfect.
everything needs to be perfect, you know. Like
Hell
when you
yeah.
bite into it, it's like nice and sweet and shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
But nah, that shit was fire. But nah, I could talk about food all day,
Yeah, me
bro.
too, man.
Especially, you know. But now that's dope. So you got that business, you helping out. That's good. You got a lot of
Hell yeah.
avenues for income and shit. And what was the next thing you mentioned? You doing
Breeding dogs. I've been
breeding
do-
dogs. That's
yeah.
popular too, no?
Yeah, I've been doing it for like 6, 7 years, but
Like Frenchies.
Frenchie
Or,
bulldogs.
yeah.
But I want to get into like doing like Cancors or Bully XLs.
What's that? Because I don't
Well,
know
the
too
bull-
much
the Bully
about dogs.
XLs are
You know?
pits, you know, the bigger version, but they're much stockier and stuff like that.
They look like they lift weights and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah,
much
yeah.
bigger. They're like they could be active too, running outside and everything.
Oh
So,
shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
We've
then,
actually, because you know we do the tailgates at SoFi Stadium and shit. So we've been actually looking to for car shows and dog
Yeah.
shows now.
Yeah.
Because we did one dog show before, like almost a year ago, bro. And it's dope, like how they
Yeah.
do the contest, the show contest, the
Hell
obedience
yeah.
shit. You know, it was entertaining. And some of these dogs, bro, they like you can tell they put some money in
Hell
that shit,
yeah,
bro.
it's
You
money,
know?
you know?
Like, yeah, yeah. So I was like, I was intrigued. So the homie and I, we've been looking for other spots to be able to put our tent up instead
Hell
of just
yeah.
once football's over here.
Yup.
We want to do lowrider shows, want to do
Lowrider
dog
shows,
shows
but
and
everything,
shit,
you
you
know?
know, and keep in tune with the culture
Hell
and,
yeah.
and be able to put our brand out there, bro. You
Yup.
know. So you'll be doing dog shows too, kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dog shows. I've been doing a little bit of everything, you know.
Because when you
Whatever.
breed them, you sell them like
Yeah,
legally
sell 'em,
and
yeah.
all that stuff,
Yeah,
right?
with paperwork and
With
everything.
paperwork.
Yeah, full AKC paperwork.
AKC, they call it.
Yeah.
What is that kind of
Like it shows you like the breeding rights and everything.
like who the daddy and the
who's
mama
dad
was
and the
and
mom,
shit?
gives
Yeah.
all the information of the grandparents and everything,
Oh shit.
the bloodlines, everything.
And then, because you can only breed dogs, from my understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, dude, but this is what I heard. So many times, right? Like one
Yeah.
dog can only give so
Like
many
3
offspring.
times, you know, or like the study could go all day, you know.
Yeah,
But the females
Legally, but
legally
you
just 3 times.
3 times because that's how they control the
Yeah.
the retardedness of dogs, maybe or,
The
or-
lifespan too, you know, like their health wise, because they could die sooner and stuff like that. You know, it's a lot of stress, you know, because they're much smaller dogs and stuff like
Mm.
that.
Oh, all right. So that's what they do
Yeah.
because I had seen an article a long time ago. They have, you know how they have designer drugs, right? Like
Yeah.
they have designer dogs, no?
Yeah.
And some fools, or I don't want to say fools, my bad, that's the wrong word. But some folks are, how do they say, breeding certain dogs to get a certain dog type.
Yeah.
And sometimes they come out with small noses so they can't breathe good.
flat nose and everything.
Right,
You know?
or that's why they can't move well, or
Yeah.
you know, sometimes some dogs that's why they have a small head and a big
Yeah.
ass body and shit, you know.
Hell yeah. And that's one thing too about the Frenchies. They're really delicate dogs, you know. So, like if you're walking them like in the sun, you gotta make sure they're like hydrated and everything. You know, they don't get a heat stroke. You know,
It's like a
stuff
baby.
that.
You gotta
Yeah,
pack
it's like a
la
baby, you know?
mochila with the baby bottles
Yeah.
and shit, bro. Damn, it's like,
You gotta wet the armpits, you know,
Yeah.
their neck and everything. You know.
and they're not cheap, huh?
Yeah, they're not cheap. You know.
Huh? Like if you don't mind saying, like how much would a dope ass dog go for, dude? from a
Like the
good bloodline.
lowest, the lowest probably like six, but usually they go for like 10 racks, 15 stuff
Six
like that.
hundred bucks or six
Six
thousand?
G's,
Damn, for
six
one
thousand.
dog.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
yeah,
I paid 800 for my dog. It's like a multi poo or some shit.
yeah,
And just cause my uncle was trying to get rid of it, I guess he had like a little offspring and
yeah,
he was just selling it to family members. They
yeah.
say family. Like I'm pretty sure he would have took money from
Hell yeah.
anybody. I'm bullshitting, but and I thought that shit was crazy, bro.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, don't they give dogs away for free and shit?
Hell yeah.
Like they got them in the street everywhere. But
Hell yeah.
so 6 racks, bro, huh?
Hell
Fuck.
yeah,
And
six,
10 racks
yeah.
for like a good bloodline.
Yeah, good bloodline.
And then how do you know they're good bloodlines? That is that you have to really know.
Like you see, the sculpture of the body and stuff like the way, like
Mhm.
like you look at the parents and stuff like that too. So like you'll be able to tell, oh, this dog is good, like the
Oh,
structure
alright.
of it and everything.
So you gotta
The
know the
DNA,
dogs
yeah,
and kind of like,
yeah,
all right. Oh, that's dope, dude. And then that's good. That's going good too, right?
yeah, it's
Like,
pretty good, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of stopped already the females, so I just be using my studs when I have two.
Like people want to mate them and
Yeah.
shit, right? Oh, okay.
So I
And then
be,
now you just enjoy the dogs and shit,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Like
been
how
doing-
many do you have and shit?
I have four, and I gave one to my sister, and one to my brother. So
Uh-huh.
so it's like six of them in total.
Six?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. And that's all family right there.
Yeah, all family right
And it
there.
stayed with family too and
Yeah.
shit. Oh, that's dope, bro. Yeah. I do like the Frenchies, how they look, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think they're pretty dope dogs and shit, but they seem really attached to
Yeah,
the
really
the
attached,
owner,
the
right?
owner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like one of my males over there at my mom's. I named the Phantom, like, a Phantom Junior, like after me. But,
All right.
but in English, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that fool. He's really attached to my mom. So like, if I was to play fight, my mom had like go like this to her. That fool will attack
You
me.
start growling.
Yeah,
like,
he'll start bite
oh
me.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's bit me before too.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, funny story, dude. When we first picked our dog, there was 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
And you open the door and they're all barking like crazy. They're like little pups and shit.
Yeah,
And there's one dog that just running away.
yeah.
So I would try and pet her and he would just run away, dude, and like growl from far away. And then I was like, yeah, I want that one, dude. You get me? Because these other ones look very fucking needy. This
Hell
other one
yeah.
look like he's gonna do his own thing.
Hell yeah.
I ended up taking him home. He attached himself to my wife, my 2 daughters, and my son.
Hell yeah.
And every time I would come home, he would bark and growl at me for like 4 or 5 months, bro. And never let me get close to my kids. Like if
Yeah.
I was getting close to my daughter, my wife, or my son,
Hell yeah.
he would like go on me and barking
Yeah.
like,
I
and
thought,
growl at me. And
they're really
shit.
territorial. They protect their own. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
dogs are one of the most loyal things in this world. Cause you could like I never heard my dog, but if you were to spank a dog,
Yeah.
like spank him, and somebody go knocks on the door, they forget about that spanking. They go check, they're
Oh,
alert
shit.
at the door.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know if you ever noticed, like dogs.
Yeah,
They're
my
really
dog's
loyal,
like that, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's trippy because it took a while, like 4 or 5 months. Like I couldn't even pet him, dude, for 4
Yeah.
or 5 months in my house, and I brought him home. I gave him to my family as a gift and shit, and that fool wouldn't love me, dude,
Damn.
And now it's crazy. Like he's like all over me all the time, bro.
Hell
He's
yeah.
always dying for my attention. He's always trying to like play and all that
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
And I hook him up with food and
Hell
all
yeah.
that. And now like he's like super loyal
Hell
now,
yeah.
bro. You get me?
You get attached to them too, like
Mhm.
if something bad like happens to them, you're just right there too.
Yeah. And
They're
it,
like kids.
and it's trippy because we called them buddies. They had named them already,
Yeah.
so we just kept the same name. And it's trippy because when I take him out, I don't take no leash or nothing.
Hell
I
yeah.
just be like, hey, come on. And he'd be like right there. And then if he tries to like stray away, I'd be like, hey. And I just
Yeah.
go like that and he comes right back, bro,
Hell
And then
yeah.
with my daughters and my wife, he's pulling on the leash and all
Yeah.
that. And I'd be like, I don't even need a leash. Like, I
Hell
take
yeah.
him in the car, I put the window down, and he's in the car, like,
Right there
cruising and
cruising,
shit, bro, And with my kids, they have to hold them, like,
Yeah.
and
With a
I'm just be
big-ass
like,
smile.
I don't know, he just listen.
Hell yeah.
He knows, he recognized I'm alpha and shit.
Hell
you get
yeah.
me? And I always climb on my piece. I was like, that's what y'all got to see,
Hell
like,
yeah.
I'm alpha and shit, Nah, just
Hell yeah.
bullshitting. But, nah, that's a trip. So the dog, that's dope too, though,
Yeah.
So you got a lot of shit going on and shit,
Yeah, I be trying to, like. Yeah, I wasn't because I know you told me you do logos,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because I want to start a clothing brand too.
Oh, that's dope,
but
bro.
also too with cannabis, But
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
probably I was thinking about starting the clothing brand first,
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
Smoke 'em LA,
All right, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I seen you post something about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and I was like,
Smoke 'em LA, with 1800 cannabis, we could do, with the wax pens and stuff like
Yeah,
that too,
yeah, yeah.
like ashtrays
yeah,
and everything.
because do you blaze or I don't know you?
Nah, I don't smoke,
But you like
But
the
I-
lifestyle of that shit?
Yeah, I
or-
grew up around it, like
Yeah.
my grandfather used to grow a gang of like over like 1,000 pounds,
Yeah, yeah.
a gang, when he was when he was young. So I grew up and he used to take me to the ranch. He
Oh
used to fight
shit.
roosters, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I
that
like
fool used
rooster
to,
fights, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
me too,
yeah.
man. I lost a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he used to take me, you know, and like he will like help tell me to go water the plants and everything, feed them, you know, vitamins and all of that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Hey, but a little topic on rooster fights. That's a trip because I don't think kids today can go watch a rooster fight. I remember
nah,
when I first watched a rooster fight. I think I was like in the fourth grade, fifth
yeah,
grade, and you know they have like the little
yeah,
setup. So, you're not supposed to, I guess, but
yeah. The
you know
violent, you
I
know.
was a kid though,
Yeah, me
and I
too.
thought it was the best shit I
Hell
ever seen,
yeah,
bro. And but if I took my kids now, I think they'll be crying and
yeah.
shit. Like yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I used to train them too. My
Oh
grandpa,
really?
yeah,
Oh
roosters, and
shit.
they're just like boxers. You know, you gotta grab them by the tail, scratch their neck, so they run. You know, and then you gotta pick them up and then drop them. So pick them up like this much, drop
To
them so
piss
they
them off and shit.
no to make their
Their
legs
legs
strong.
strong.
Yeah, you
Oh, it's
know,
like working
it's
them
like
out.
push-ups. You know,
Oh
and then you
shit.
feed them vitamins. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
different like like B12 shots and all of that. You know, making them protein,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
like once they're
yeah.
done training, feeding them, you put them back in the box like in the dark, and then you take them out the next day. They see the sun, train, and then you make them spar. They put on little gloves. They spar and stuff like that.
Oh shit! I know.
Yeah,
I
and then so
remember they used to put the blades on
yeah.
them and shit, bro.
So the day of the fight, you know, they already know what time it is. You know, like they wait them in. Oh, this fool's fighting this fool. You know, so boom. You know, they already know what time it is. They just go at it. Boom, boom.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's how you train them to know,
yeah,
like, oh, when I'm out of the box, this
yeah.
is what I'm doing and shit,
Yep.
right? Oh, all right. Damn, that's crazy,
Yeah.
huh?
So they stay
And they
away
got
from the
little ass
female too.
brains too, no? So
Yeah,
it's like, fuck.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's a
trip out.
trip.
Funny story too.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, I think I was like 7, and I was being like really close to my grandpa, and so that fool told me, "Hey, you want to be just like me, like a man?" I was like, "Yeah, go grab that rooster over there." It was a Hito, you know. That fucker was aggressive. You know,
Yeah,
that fool
yeah,
was
yeah.
aggressive. And I went in there trying to grab him. That fool gave me an 8-piece. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh shit,
I
really?
started crying. And he's like, "Well, what happened?"
That
That
was
fool hit
defeating
me.
you and
Yeah.
shit and shit. That was your first KO and
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I went crying to my grandpa. And that was like, "Well, you better go grab him."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so
That
you
fool-
went yet to go get him,
Yeah.
like, so that helped you get over that low fear, no? Because
Yeah.
if you would have went and got him, you would have been scared of roosters
Hell yeah,
probably
because
and shit,
they're all
bro.
alphas, you know. So they'll like you try to grab them, they'll like
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
start
don't
swinging
grab
right
me,
away.
fool. You
Yeah.
get me? Yeah. That's trippy, dude.
Yeah.
Trippy story. Like my grandma used to have these things called Chinese chickens. I don't know if that's what they call them, but that's what she called
Yeah.
them. And they look furry, all weird and shit. And I used to go. This was when I was a little young buck, dude. So I used to go and blaze out in the
Yeah.
backyard. And she had all kinds of animals, but the chickens would like surround me, dude. In the night, it was nighttime, and I was trying to hide from
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandma, and I was trying to hide so she wouldn't see me blazing in the
Yeah.
backyard. And the chickens would surround me in the dark and walk towards me like coming to
Yeah.
get me, and I was just like, oh fuck this. But I used to get paranoid and roll out and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no.
But that's the trip, dude. But
Yeah.
yeah, the roosters is dope too and shit, you know.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a little rooster fight for sure,
Yeah,
dude. You know.
it's really dope, you know, like
Yeah.
the way they train them and stuff like that too is pretty dope. Even when you go like to go watch them, we used to go meet them like in Lucerne, and then they used to pick us up, and then they used to drive us like another like probably like 30 minutes and take us
Mhm.
to a house where they had a ring and everything. They used to charge in the entrance and everything, you know,
Oh
like
shit, yeah. It's like an event.
an
and
event,
shit,
you
no?
know. Boom, boom, everybody starts betting. Oh, who you got with your money? Oh,
Everybody
I
got the little
100 bucks,
roosters and
yeah.
shit. Oh yeah. But
And
that's
then-
the trick, nah, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been to some where the feds showed up.
The Fed? Oh, yeah?
they showed up, you know.
Oh,
So we
shit.
just took off booking it. And I remember
Mm.
like it's kind of messed up but funny. But I seen some fool in a wheelchair, like
Oh, trying to
wheelchair,
get away and
and he
shit.
couldn't.
Oh, like, hey, bro,
they
you
grabbed
gotta
him,
you
yeah.
gotta be the scapegoat, man.
Yeah.
You know, for take one for the team and shit.
There's some other fools in crutches, you know, trying to jump the
Oh,
gate. You know,
man.
like, yeah,
I remember Michoacanes where I seen them a lot too. They used to
Yeah.
have this thing called el palenque or something,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, they be doing them a lot right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Michoacan.
Yeah, ahí llegaba Vicente Fernández.
Yeah,
It was
start
like a
singing
big
and
thing and
everything,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. And one time the local cops went and shut it down
Yeah.
and shit, bro. You know? Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
But now, so yeah, now we do logos and all that shit. So
Hell
whatever
yeah,
you
man.
need, we got
Hell
you, bro.
yeah.
Especially you be, blessing us with your presence and all
Hell
that
yeah.
stuff. So that's gonna
Likewise,
be
bro,
dope.
You know, hell yeah.
Yeah, and I think clothing brands are good, especially if you do a lot of different things, it complements it, like
Yeah.
like we do music, we do the podcast, so our brand complements
Hell
the
yeah.
clothing and it speaks to what you like and
Yeah.
shit. But you're saying you were trying to get into a cannabis business too, or?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing like wax pens, ashtrays, lighters, and all of that.
Oh, all right, yeah. We've actually been looking into because with my partner, Charlie West right here and shit,
Yeah.
we've been trying to do find a new business venture for the West Factory,
Yeah.
and we're thinking of opening up a cannabis shop, bro.
Hell yeah.
You
No,
know,
that'll be
like to
really
sell
dope.
our own
Hell yeah.
brands and stuff like that, and have our clothing and the bud. We were trying to open up a music studio, but
Hell
that
yeah.
didn't go through and shit, dude. And we were trying to do that
Yeah.
because it makes sense for what we do. But we're thinking of setting up the music studio here now,
Hell yeah.
and then investing in a new business. And we're thinking a cannabis company, like not a company, but
Mhm.
like a store, bro.
Store, you know?
Where we can sell different brands and eventually create our own
Oh, yeah.
strains
Hell
and
yeah,
all
you
that
know?
shit. But we want to see how the
The
rules are
Westwoods,
gonna
you know?
the rules are gonna
Hell yeah.
play out, dude.
Hell
So
yeah.
I've actually been trying to get a hold of a couple of different people that already have something established, so we can become an
Yeah.
extension of them.
Yeah, I
You
got a
know?
bunch of people, who has connections too. So, like,
Oh,
I'll
we'll have to
tap in with
tap
them,
in and
Yeah,
shit,
we
bro.
could tap in
For
and
sure,
stuff like
yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Because we have the capital to invest, we just don't know
Oh,
the
yeah.
knowledge to do it, bro. You get
And then
me?
you guys could, like, switch, like you do logos, you guys come up with logos, branding, and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff too, So,
yeah.
like, you guys do a lot of stuff, like the clothing and all that,
Yeah, and that's what we want to do
merch.
is just keep, expanding and
Yeah.
hooking people up with jobs and
Yeah.
whatever it is we can do, man.
Hell yeah,
Like, yeah, yeah, that's what we want to do is help put back to the community,
Hell
bro,
yeah.
in a way where it's impactful, like create jobs for
Hell yeah.
the homies that get out of jail that can't get
Yeah.
a job.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
well, you know what, man, the shop,
Have
bro,
something
come
productive
sell
to
some
do,
weed
Hell
legally
yeah.
and shit, or hey, come set up the podcast, or
Hell
come,
yeah,
come print some
Yup.
shit right here, bro.
Hell yeah. If you're
And
busy doing something else, they could come help out,
yeah, exactly, bro.
Hell yeah.
And eventually we can't do everything. That's what
Hell
we're
yeah,
starting to see now, bro. We're starting to see like, damn, we're
Uh,
stretched thin.
Hell
And
yeah.
like we're here today. Tomorrow we got a podcast, we got a video
Yeah,
shoot.
we're gonna start taking applications,
Yeah, bro. It's like we can't be
Hell
everywhere. And then
yeah.
sometimes we got our personal life.
Hell
We both
yeah.
got ladies and shit. So it's like sometimes he can't go and I can't go, and we don't want to reschedule.
Hell
So
yeah,
we're kind of like. And we notice if we're not there, we miss out like on behind the scenes.
Scenes,
We like to film
Hell
videos
yeah.
and all that shit. So it fucks with the program. Like we get the content, but we don't get the excitement of the content.
Hell
If
yeah.
that makes sense and shit. But yeah, no, that'd be dope to see your clothing brand and all
Hell
that
yeah.
shit, bro. And then the next thing, what up, Knockout? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Dropping that
player?
comment.
Hell yeah.
You heard his new album, The Neighborhood Music, or
Yeah,
not
that
yet? And
fool's
shit?
so it's hard,
Hard,
That's a lot of
huh?
talent, he's like a
Hard.
Mexican nip,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I know,
yeah.
right?
He
For
has a
sure,
voice.
dude. That
Hell yeah.
album, damn, dude. I'm telling you, like, he did it quick, and it took us a while to launch it, because to get it mixed and mastered and all
Hell
that
yeah.
shit, and then the videos. We actually had 3 videos that we were gonna drop, but we lost one video, so we can't get it back, and it was gonna be a dope one,
Damn.
dude, and that sucks because we paid for it, and then
Hell
like
yeah.
we can't drop it. But we got 2 videos gonna drop. Hopefully, I don't know when he's planning on dropping the first one, but we have 2 videos we're gonna drop for that album, so it's gonna be dope, bro.
Oh, that's really
One of
dope.
them is
Hell
at the
yeah.
Rams tailgate
Oh,
too
that's
and
hard,
shit, so it's gonna be hard, dude. So we're looking forward to that, but
stay tuned,
yeah,
Hell
yeah. And we just did another EP with Dopey featured on 2 or 3 songs
Hell
that we're
yeah.
gonna be doing, and then we got something coming on Valentine's Day
Hell yeah.
with Thais Itzel
Hell
and Knockout. They just did 3 songs, so we're gonna do a
Hell
3-song project for love, like
Hell yeah, a little bit of everything. for the
Toxic
female,
Love,
for the
dude.
females,
That's one of
everything,
the songs and shit, bro. And it's
Hell yeah.
him and Itzel or Thais Itzel, a collab right there, bro.
They could relate to. A lot of people could relate to that. There's a lot of toxic people out here.
What's funny? I was telling my wife the other day. I was
Yeah.
like, I think me and you are in a toxic love relationship
Hell
because
yeah.
we argue and within 20 minutes, bro, we
back
loving
together,
each other
hell
and
yeah,
shit. You get me? And I like it, dude.
Hell yeah.
I like that we could be passionate about our arguments, but also recognize that we love each other,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
And if that's toxic love, fuck it, I love that shit,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
you
you
get
know?
me? I was like, we're gonna look up what makes a toxic guy and what
Hell
makes a toxic girl
Yup.
and shit. Dude, I bet we gonna fit. We
Hell
gonna
yeah.
be. If there's 5 descriptions, we probably 4 out of 5 and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's that saying they be saying? Like I seen like on memes. If she don't stress you out, she don't love you.
Yeah. She ain't worth it, dude.
Hell
you know.
yeah.
If y'all don't argue at least once a week, it ain't worth it, bro.
Hell
It ain't
yeah.
worth. That means y'all don't care about
Hell
each
yeah,
other and
you know?
shit. You know. Nah, but are you in a relationship and shit?
Nah, not right now.
Nah?
Shit, I've been single already probably like 2 years already, 2 years and a half. Yeah.
You been what? Sorry.
Single already for 2
Single
years.
to
Yeah.
damn man, y'all girls got a holler. It's cause he be boxing all the damn time and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
And then
Yeah, I was like what, like in a 5-year relationship.
oh, 5
Yeah.
year? Damn. I just I've been with my girl. We going on 20 years now, bro. Like dating, and we've been married for 17 of
Hell
those
yeah.
years, bro.
Half my
Going on
whole life.
17 this May and shit, bro.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm 40, so that's half my life, bro.
Hell yeah.
And the crazy part is, and my wife knows a lot of this shit. She can comment and all that
Hell
because
yeah.
I've been always open with her, and she's always been open with me, and
Hell
that's
yeah.
what helped us get,
Yeah.
where we
Further,
are today, bro. You
Yup.
get me? If you can't be honest with your partner,
Hell
then
yeah.
that is not it's not a good thing, bro. You
Yep.
know, because if you're gonna be embarrassed to tell them
Hell
something
yeah.
and shit, it's like you gotta marry somebody you can fart in front of, bro,
Hell
and it's not
yeah.
gonna be a big deal and shit, Javi,
Hell yeah.
And I'm sorry I put that out there, but
Hell yeah.
everybody farts, everybody shits,
Hell
everybody
yeah.
pees, bro. You
Everything,
get me?
we
Shit.
we
And you're
human.
not gonna hold it in because you married with your girl. Like, damn, I gotta wait till she leave the room, cuz.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but nah, that's a trip. And but one of the things is too that I lost my thought. I lived a fast life when I was young, dude.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of fun growing up. So when I met her, and even though I was 20 and shit,
Hell yeah.
I was
You grew
ready
up
to
fast at
I
a
was
really young
ready
age
to
to
be
settle
like,
down,
oh yeah, yeah, you get me?
Hell yeah.
And then I always talk to my wife about my childhood, and she just be like, damn, that sucks. Like I never played with toys and
Hell yeah.
shit, or I never like, you get me? Like,
Hell yeah.
cause you always wanted to be out and about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The same here, I grew up really fast at a young age because my older brother's parents
Oh
were
yeah, yeah,
divorced, So
yeah.
my mom was always working, so I was out with the homies, just joking
Mm.
around, playing around, getting
Mm-hmm.
in trouble or,
Yeah, getting into shit. And then it's funny because some people
playing
ask you
ding
like,
dong
why you
ditch and
getting into
everything,
trouble? And it's
Hell
like,
yeah.
you don't purposely go out to get into trouble
Yeah.
and shit. It just happens
It
to play
happens,
out that
play
way.
with
You
it.
get me?
It
Like
just plays
you're
out,
out in the street and then somebody runs up on you and it's
Hell
like,
yeah.
well, that's trouble and
Hell is
shit. You
trouble,
get me? Yeah, yeah. But now that's a trip. So
Hell yeah.
nah, and then going back to your tequila and shit, dude. So talk some a little bit about that and shit.
Yeah, there's this Armenian that hit up my manager, and I
Yeah.
guess he was hoping, I guess he's gonna become part owner of it, and I guess he's gonna help him promote it, bring it over here to the U.S. and stuff like that, So
Is it in Mexico and stuff?
it's in
Or?
Mexico right now, but
Uh-huh.
I guess they're moving all over Mexico right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that fool, he told me that they're trying to bring it over here. So I guess like a lot of there's a lot of people who follow me who own businesses, like like restaurants and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna be helping him, connecting with those type of people. So
Oh
so
shit.
so we're all gonna be eating, making
Yeah,
money,
yeah, yeah.
But
No,
hell
that's
yeah,
dope. Yeah, yeah, for
yeah. So
sure.
I'm gonna have to bring you one of
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of
so
those
we can
bottles,
try it out and promote
Hell
it on
yeah,
the podcast too and shit.
hell yeah.
I always wondered like right now in my current job, I
Uh-huh.
work with wine, so I got
Yeah,
to learn like profit margins
profit.
on
Yeah,
wine and shit. I always wonder what the profit margin was for like beer and
yeah,
tequilas or spirits and shit, bro. And if it's the same, so that'll be interesting to
yeah,
see how that
yeah.
works too because
I think it's around the same,
is
So
it? Yeah, like
hell yeah,
wine and shit. Yeah, yeah.
wine.
Because a lot of effort goes into
Yeah,
making it.
yeah, it does.
So yeah, that's why some
Yeah.
bottles mostly is brand, but you can buy a tequila bottle for 20
Yeah,
bucks,
yeah,
no?
because I've been to a lot of wineries too, and in Valle de Guadalupe.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
passing Rosarito and stuff like that. It's really dope out there. Like
Yeah, yeah,
if you ever want to take your woman and get away, like
yeah,
you can
yeah.
take her over there. There's a lot of like little cabins and stuff like that too.
Oh shit. Yeah,
There's
yeah,
wineries here too in San Diego too. But
yeah. I've never been to a winery at all. I've been to breweries and distilleries and
yeah,
shit. Like I went to Kentucky and we went to this bourbon distillery and had bourbon straight made, bro.
yeah,
Like fuck, dude.
fire.
Like fire. And I don't even drink bourbon, but that shit was smooth. It makes you feel warm and shit.
Hell yeah,
And tequila to me is like that, dude. Like if you're cold and you drink a tequila shot,
warms you up.
yeah. Um, but I learned that my limit for tequila is 16 shots. I don't know if that's a lot, but 16 shots where I gotta stop and shit. Yeah.
Like with me, I'm lighter, so all I need is 6. Five.
And I only know because
Yeah.
my wife stopped drinking
Hell
a long
yeah.
time ago already, bro. We used to drink together and all
Yeah.
that, and she stopped drinking completely. But if I drink a bottle at home, I still pour 2 shots, bro. So I gotta take 2 and
Double
shit. So
shot.
it started with 8, but when you
Hell
double
yeah.
that shit, it
Double
was
it,
16.
16.
And then that's where I lost
Hell
like
yeah.
count and shit. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then with the homies, they love to drink beer and everything,
Yeah,
Morelos.
yeah, for sure, dude.
Hell yeah.
No, so that's dope. That's gonna be interesting to see, bro. And it's good
Hell
to
yeah.
see you got a lot of this progress, and a lot of
Hell
that
yeah.
has come out of boxing,
Yep.
right? Like
Just building relationships with a bunch of people, So,
yeah, yeah,
like there's ways, where I could help you out too, that you're trying to get into the cannabis, I
yeah,
could
yeah,
connect
for
you
sure.
with a
And that's
couple
what it
people
is.
too,
Like,
Yeah, so and we all eat, so we're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
here to help each other out, like
Yeah, for sure,
Hell
dude.
yeah,
And I think that's dope. And we're always like you. We're always
yeah.
looking for opportunities
Hell
to
yeah.
to grow something or do something new
Yeah.
that fits our brand and shit,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Because again, it has to fit the brand.
Yep.
Or it becomes a different venture, right?
Hell yeah.
Altogether and shit, dude. And
Because I even thought about too, like hosting like cannabis events where everybody could come bring like their own brands and stuff like that and sell like little pop ups.
yeah, they do sesh-ups or
Sesh-ups
something,
too,
right?
like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too,
yeah. And they have music now that they add to it,
like
right?
corridos,
Yeah.
everything, So
Yeah.
that'd be dope,
The thing with those I've seen, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you
no
off,
worries,
but, yeah.
But right here in Thunder Studios,
Mhm.
like they used to host them a lot there too. My manager and like all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a big ass spot right there too, where we could host a gang of stuff. You know,
Oh
either
shit.
too maybe we want to throw a concert there too. You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
bring like
Where city is that in and shit?
Long Beach.
Oh, in Long Beach,
Yeah, it's
huh?
like 15 minutes from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a big spot
it's a
because
big spot. You
yeah,
know, like
that and that's crazy that you mentioned that because we've been trying to throw our show, bro, like
hell
our
yeah,
own concert show
yeah,
because we like everybody like, oh, you gotta work with this promoter or
hell
this, and
yeah,
it's like, nah, we could do
nah,
it ourselves. We just
yeah,
need a
you know,
location and shit,
hell
bro,
yeah.
and sell tickets and
Yup.
shit, you know?
Yeah, you guys already have like the platform,
Yeah,
like social media and everything,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like
And you know,
Dopey, hell
young
yeah,
dopey, the plug, you know,
hell
to
yeah,
like the music and shit,
hell yeah.
bro,
And
you
there's a lot
know?
of young
Yeah,
artists
yeah.
too there too that will bring all different type of crowds too, so
All
it'll be
right.
dope
Yeah.
too,
Oh, that's dope, man.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we probably tap in on that too and shit. Dude,
hell
look,
yeah,
that's two business
hell
opportunities
yeah,
just from fucking even having a podcast right
yup,
here and shit, bro.
hell yeah,
And that's dope. And then the last thing you mentioned was you were trying to do some real estate and shit in Mexico, commercial real estate
yeah,
or what?
so I want to buy like like lots over there
Yeah.
and keep them up, 3 or 4 years, they're gonna be worth like 60, 60 racks. They go up on price every year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
Because
money to
more
there's a lot of,
businesses
yeah,
start to build. I
yeah,
remember like going towards from TJ to Rosarito. You know, you can
yeah.
take the ocean view, right?
Ocean view,
And it
yeah,
used to be all dead, bro.
dead.
And now there's like hotels. They
Hotels and
got
everything.
houses right there and shit. You know?
Mexico is rich, bro. It's
Yeah.
a lot of money to be made over there,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
in real estate in
Yeah.
Mexico, like Cabo and all of that. A lot of Airbnbs, a lot of money too. So you buy
Yeah.
a condo, you can rent it out during the summer.
Yeah.
Like even now, it's not even summer yet. People are still going to traveling over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Mexico
for
and stuff
sure.
like that. It's a
Yeah.
lot of money to be made over
Yeah.
there.
I like personally hanging out at Rosarito Beach
Yeah.
because you get a spot, you're in the water, and everything
Yeah,
comes
hell
to
yeah,
you.
mariscos,
And then at
everything,
night, the clubs are popping
Yeah,
and shit,
popping,
you know? And I've never been to the clubs. My wife knows for sure, cause but I've sat out there when my pops lives in Mexico. He stays in Mexicali over there and
Yeah.
shit, you know? And he hangs out in El DF, but comes to Mexicali, and then
Yeah.
he be in TJ, like
Yeah.
all that little area.
Yeah,
So
I've been to
sometimes I'll
Mexicali,
drive
man.
out there and shit, dude, you
Hell
know?
yeah.
Sometimes I drive out there and we have lunch at the beach and just hang out all day, drink and eat right there and shit, dude, you know?
Hell yeah.
And I like that shit, dude, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of like Mexicali is really hot over there. Humid and
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
have AC over there,
Yeah, for sure.
or you're gonna die.
Yeah, nah,
Off
for
a
sure.
heat stroke.
And then that's a trip because yeah, I have noticed, and this was like the last time I went was like 2 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and I noticed like, damn, they built a lot of shit out there
Hell
already,
yeah, it's
dude. So
growing.
that makes sense that
Yeah.
every year is going up because
Hell yeah.
right now it's just the relationship between Mexico and I guess that's a good segue, huh? The relationship
Yeah.
between Mexico and is dynamic, is
Yeah.
switching right now again,
Yeah.
bro. Like now that we have this new president and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
man, he's over here trying to like kick all our people back out. He's
Yeah.
raising tariffs, the import tax to
Yeah.
bring stuff in from everywhere right now, like
Hell yeah.
crazy. And now he has this crazy ass immigration policy,
Yeah, it's
bro.
crazy,
And
you know?
I mean, to me, it's crazy because my moms and my pops are
Yeah.
immigrants and
Yup.
shit, bro. A lot of my family members are
Hell
immigrants,
yeah.
I was blessed that I was able to be born here and have my
Yup.
papers. Maybe he's gonna take that
Hell
from
yeah.
me too, bro. But you know
a
what's
lot
a-
of us,
Yeah.
are
And
blessed
then-
to be born here.
Yeah, and it's a trip because to me it's like, dude, I've been for 40 years right here. Yeah, I've been to Mexico, but
Yeah.
like, what I'm gonna do over there? I don't even
Yeah.
got citizenship
Hell
over
yeah.
there. Like, where are you gonna deport me
the
from?
acta, that's one thing too. My manager, I forgot to say it. We
Mhm.
help people get their acta over there. It's like $500
Mm-hmm.
to get it. And then you're able to without that.
You can't
know
buy
how-
land,
you
no?
can't buy land or,
Yeah,
like,
my
properties
pops told
and
me
stuff like
about that
that,
shit. Yeah.
It's around like 500 around there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on to getting right now. So I'm able to.
You'll
buy,
have dual citizenship and
dual,
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. See, to me right now, like, where would they deport me to, dude? Like, my mom's from Guatemala, my dad's from Mexico, but
Yeah.
I've only visited those places. Like,
We don't know much,
I would- if they
yeah.
how would they even take me if they deported me, dude?
Hell
You know,
yeah.
if they took my citizenship. So to me, that's a crazy idea, bro. That they would take people's citizenship, but I don't know, But the other thing is too, like, they've been deporting a lot of people, bro. Like, I saw this thing that they sent me where they had 200 Colombians, bro,
Yeah.
that they put on a fucking army
plane,
plane. And
yeah.
these were women, children, men, and
Yeah.
put them on a Air Force airplane and flew them out.
Is that the one where they crash into a helicopter?
No, I don't think that's that one. I think that's a different thing where 66 people died, huh? That's
66,
crazy,
That's
huh?
crazy.
And then how do you, damn, that's another little story.
Hell yeah.
The world's getting crazy
It's
right
crazy,
now, bro,
right now. Hell yeah.
But nah, this one is where they shot them straight over there, and the Colombian government didn't want to let them land. So
Yeah.
then, I guess the president here was like, if you don't let that plane land, I'm gonna raise the tariff. So whatever you bring
Hell
here
yeah.
by 60%, and it'll ruin their business,
Yeah,
bro. You
yup.
know. So it's like too bad they can't tax the cocaine
Yo,
coming in
they
and shit.
can,
That
they
would have been
can.
billions right there and shit.
Yeah, I
Nah,
heard it's about
bullshit.
like legal over there. Like a lot of people be doing it like naturally. Getting the
Like
leaves.
smoking weed kind of and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like grabbing the leaves, chewing on them.
Oh shit. Well, I
And
know that they do that in Peru, like when you
yeah,
go up to the high elevations,
yeah,
because it
elevation.
lowers your
Yeah,
heart rate or your
yeah, and it
breathing or
helps
some
you,
shit.
numbs you too. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
like,
That's a trip. But yeah, nah. So I guess they ended up deporting those people that let the plane land, and then they dropped them all off, bro,
yeah,
back over there. And now I notice like in Arizona, it's getting pretty hectic. That's where my mom
yeah.
is and shit, and it's getting pretty hectic over there with people like getting pulled over and getting
Even in
deported
Florida too. A lot of people are leaving to Florida and stuff like that too.
or leaving to over there or
Yeah,
leaving
or
Florida.
leaving Florida to like
Because they're
Texas and stuff
scared
like
of
yeah,
getting deported and
deported
shit.
and
Yeah,
stuff like
because there's
that too.
certain states that are pro.
Yeah,
That like I just saw somebody, one of our people that buy, one of our customers, bro, one of our loyal followers actually was talking about this shit, and then they were like that they were right here in Londo, bro, and
London,
we're
huh?
we're in the South Bay, right?
Yep.
So they were right there in Londo Ice, and it looked like they were like stopping some truck that was like
Yeah.
a construction worker or something,
Yeah.
bro, and it was like right here on 161 in Londo, and then
Yep.
it's like all these ICE agents, and I'm just like, damn,
Or
imagine that's fucked up. They're just stopping
hell yeah.
construction workers because they know
Yeah.
that gardeners or tend to be
Yeah.
the folks without the
Yep.
documentations and shit. And I was like, damn, that's messed up. But on the news, they're saying they're doing criminals.
Hell
But
yeah.
on the social media, you're seeing that they're doing, and I'm not laughing at that. I'm just
Look at
laughing at
everything,
how they think we're
Yeah.
so stupid, bro.
Yeah.
The government or whatever.
They're
That,
even knocking on people's doors and stuff like
right?
that too.
And
Yeah.
like regular folks,
Yep.
like grandmas, and
Yep.
they're saying, "Oh, we're not deporting grandmas and all that." They come on TV and say this,
Yeah.
but then you're seeing it, and you're just like, I don't. Somebody knows this fool, and they know he ain't got no warrant, he ain't no
Yeah.
gangster, he ain't no
Hell yeah.
criminal, and they still taking him out, bro.
Yep.
And I hope that it brings attention to folks that this shit's for real. It's like not
Oh
good
yeah.
for our people right now. And they just, everybody's been here for a long ass time, and
Yup.
they're just sending them back with the clothes on their back, basically, and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
right? And that's fucked up. How'd that make you feel, bro? Actually, these policies and shit.
It's sad too, because there's a lot of kids, are staying without their parents, the grandparents, that I'm sure a lot of those kids, that are probably like like being taken care of with their grandparents. A lot of the
Yeah,
parents are always working; they don't have anybody to take care of them.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of those kids, are also losing their parents. Like kids and stuff like that too.
Yeah, it's sad, right?
It's really sad. Like
And it's sad because it's happening just to a certain group of people,
yep,
right? It's not like, oh, this is nationwide. It's
Yeah.
like it's only targeting Hispanics,
yeah,
and
all Latino,
Hispanics in general.
Latinos,
Latinos come,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that makes me. It bothers me, bro, just because like they can come take my mom's or my uncles or somebody
Yeah.
and then take them back and shit,
Hell
bro,
yeah,
and
bro.
that's fucked up because
That's crazy.
everybody
I
got
think
their life.
the life thing. The pause down.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, yeah.
I think because we started talking about the marijuana sometimes, bro.
Yeah, huh?
They restrict us and shit.
Yeah,
TikTok is always restricting us,
Yup,
bro.
yeah, it
Every
is,
time
you know?
you don't even be blazing, you just say the name and then they're like, boom, we
Boop,
can't
right
be
away,
on there and shit,
yeah.
They got to get a little bit more comfortable like YouTube and shit,
Yeah,
But nah, I trip out on that shit, bro, because it's only the beginning. So
Yeah.
imagine like it's still gonna be a while until like the real news comes out of like, damn, they just broke up this family and shit,
Yep.
or look, these kids were here because they took the parents
Yeah.
and shit. And I think those are the tragedies that are gonna come out down the road, bro. But yeah, hopefully it all gets better. I mean, my wife was telling me a story about there's this school, I think it's up north. They were sending the kids with
Yep.
little red letters to tell them like to tell the parents, hey, like they can't do this. If
Yeah.
they stop you, you tell them this, how to
Yeah.
deal with this problem,
Yep.
so that they don't get deported and shit,
Yeah.
bro. And it's crazy for your kid to come home like, hey, I got this letter from school. They
Yeah,
gave it
you
to
know.
me and shit,
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Sad.
yeah.
Like
And a lot of people are scared too right now,
Hell yeah. And a lot of jobs too, they're empty. A lot of construction jobs too. I feel like a lot of people are not even going to work.
They're
'Cause
like, fuck
scared,
that. They're gonna roll up to the construction style,
Or
right?
like the foods, they be doing like picking up like cherries and all of that too. It's all empty too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, so you're starting to see the effect. The farmers,
Yeah.
our people that are picking all the fruits and all that, they're gonna start
Yeah.
showing up because that's where they're gonna show up to,
Yeah.
right? And then then we'll have some high ass prices for food,
Hell yeah.
Nah, but that's all fucked up, man. And I hear some things right now where you like if they stop you, you don't have to tell them your status and
Yeah.
shit. So actually, shout out to Reina. She be shooting out some. She's helps out a lot with the community and stuff,
Oh yeah.
dude. And she sent me this thing from a lawyer. We're planning on having an episode about this with a immigration lawyer as well too.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that plugged in. But basically, know your rights. You have the right to apply
Yeah.
for it and secure housing without sharing your immigration
Yep.
status. So people might start asking like, "Hey, are you
Yeah.
legal or not?" That's
Yep.
not a question they can
Yeah.
do. And this is in California, so I
Oh yeah.
think every state is different and shit. But
Yeah.
you
No.
have the right to access emergency medical care. So if you
Yeah.
show up to a hospital, at least people know, hey, they can't deny you your
Yep.
care and shit. And you have the right to an attorney. Everybody knows
Yep.
that. I mean,
Yep.
you can
No
always, you
matter
don't have to
what.
say anything.
Yep.
Just like,
Just
hey, I need my lawyer and
lawyer.
shit. And that's the number one
Yep.
thing that law enforcement's use to their advantage. They
Yep.
trick you like you don't need a lawyer. Like they're trying to help you.
Yeah.
And if somebody's arresting you, they ain't trying to help you and
Yep.
shit, bro. So
Yeah.
if you're arrested, don't talk to them.
Yo, you
Get
can't,
your lawyer. Let the
Yep.
lawyer do the talking and shit,
Or if
man.
you get pulled over, they gotta give you a reason why they're pulling you over.
Yeah, for sure. And that's in California, so
Yep.
hopefully everybody stays safe out
Yep.
there. Hopefully, we're able to change these policies, man, and little by little, avoid more people getting deported and
Hell
shit, man,
yeah.
because that's fucked up. It affects our people and shit. But not so. That sucks right there for sure. So, and then you got immigrant parents too, or like
Yeah, my dad came when he was 11 years old, from Mexico by himself. So he was homeless growing up, and
yeah.
around that time, it was more black folks than Hispanics.
Oh,
So
right, yeah.
so he was living in the street homeless, as a kid, and he used to eat from the trash cans, because he
Oh,
didn't have money
damn,
for food. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. My mom was supposed
Whatever
to
it took to survive.
yeah,
and
everything,
shit.
whatever it took to survive.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And my mother, she was supposed to be born here because her parents were already here,
Uh-huh.
but I guess her sister got sick, so they went to Mexico.
Oh
And
man.
mom let her be born over there in Guadalajara.
Damn.
Jalisco, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've heard of stories like that too,
Yeah.
where I've heard of even parents that wanted their kids to be Mexican, so
Yep.
they just went back to make
Yeah.
them be born over there, and then came back or whatever. And that kind of sucks a little bit,
Yeah.
like in foresight,
Yeah.
right? Because it wasn't as bad as it is now back then,
Yeah.
like in the 80s. It was more acceptable, I think, and all that. And a lot of people didn't worry about that. But yeah, my parents came here when they were kids too, bro, and they
Yeah.
grew up here. And like I asked my mom, like, would you ever go back? And she was like, I don't even know anybody over there anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
And
And
my
shit.
mom doesn't even know anybody over there.
Yeah,
either,
yeah. Like
so
where are they gonna go, right?
Hell yeah. I got cousins over there like that I don't even know.
Yeah, for sure.
I got cousins too that are older than my mom.
Yeah.
My mom's 54.
Oh, all
So,
right, yeah.
So a lot of my cousins are older than my mom too.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Man, how old are you, bro?
Gonna be 27 on August. Yeah.
27 in August. For all the
Yeah.
single ladies out there looking for a 27-year-old boxer can protect you at
Yup.
night and shit, man.
Hell yeah.
I'll have my boy right here, man. Now we're here, outdoor. Buenas noches from NoHo 801. Thanks for tapping in, bro.
Saludos.
Yeah. He says, when I was in Armenia, the hot Cheetos and small tapatio were like $7 each. LOL. I was like, man,
Dang.
that's some high ass duties.
Even
You were
in
like,
Hawaii too, the gallon of milk is like almost like $10.
Oh,
Even the
man, that's
cereal,
crazy
too.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
expensive in Hawaii.
yeah, the eggs.
Yeah.
They're like $13 or some
Yeah.
shit right now. No, like
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the cheapest eggs I found were like $7.80 or some
Yeah,
shit,
I'm
like
about to
some
buy
crazy
some
price.
chickens, man.
I know it's gonna be cheaper to own that.
Hell
Right
yeah.
now you got the roosters. Now you
Yup.
need the chickens and
Yup.
shit. Huh? Yeah, tariffs be high. That's how I was gonna get right here, man. Like
Hell yeah.
shoes. We pay 22% average for when they bring shoes from China, like the
Yeah.
Jordan. So if they were to double that, you're gonna pay another 22% off that cost just for the shoes, the same shoes.
Yeah.
And then all that goes towards the government, which is sometimes good, but what are they using that money for?
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of the shit's not disclosed and shit. So, that's the other shit to look at, But, I know we're going into almost an hour right here, bro. Chopping
Yeah.
it up. That's
Hell
crazy
yeah,
and
it's
shit,
crazy,
But let's talk a little bit about boxing then, bro.
Yeah,
So
for
what
sure.
you been doing with boxing and shit lately?
I know. I've been training, man, trying to get a fight. So hopefully we're trying to lock in a fight March 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything goes good. Once we take care of business there, we're going to try to fight. Got another fight out for March 28th.
All right.
So when everything goes good, once we win, get back in the gym and fight again. And then after we won those two fights. We trying to go for a big fight, you know,
All right, like a championship fight
like
or
a
something.
eight round, 10 round fight, you know, for a belt or whatever's, you know,
Oh, all right, don't
you
don't.
know.
Cause last time you came, you had just finished a fight and you were
Yeah,
gonna fight again. How did that? When was your last fight actually? Then?
around this time, probably like March, I
Last year and
believe.
shit.
Yeah, last year, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Cause I think
going,
I didn't go to that one, but I know Dopey went
yeah,
and shit,
Dopey
and you
win.
won that
Yeah,
one too,
yeah,
no?
we won that one.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
couple of the homies went with
yeah, a
his
couple.
son and
Yeah,
everybody, no?
wished Bugsy went, and a couple of people too, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
Lil D Son too went, you know.
yeah.
Hell, the Suegros, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
Hell
dope.
yeah,
Yeah, boxing's entertaining, bro. Like
hell
I like
yeah,
watching it myself, and I never been into UFC, but I watch that sometimes. But to me, I like the boxing matches,
hell yeah.
bro. Like I think it's dope and
Hell yeah.
shit, you know.
UFC's pretty cool, but then once they get into that ground game, it gets
Yeah,
boring,
it
you
gets
know?
kind of
Yeah.
boring. That's why I like boxing because they break it up
They
and it's
break it
chunk
up
comes
and
all
chunk
day
them
and
all
shit,
day,
you
you
know.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so right now, since March of last year, you haven't fought, so it's been a
No.
whole year and shit. You
Yeah, it's
just
been like
been
a whole
you
year, you
keep
know?
training though,
Yeah,
right?
keep training, you know, because you learn every day, you know?
Uh
Like in the
huh.
gym, you're learning every day new things, new tricks, you know? So,
What kind of like science are people using right now for training, like at your level and shit, bro? Like you know.
we study, you know, a lot of, like, every time I train, we record myself, you know, to
Mhm.
see what I'm doing wrong. I need to pick up my hand more, you know,
Mhm.
stuff like that, the footwork,
Like
you know,
your
see how my punch
movements and
more and
shit like
stuff like
that.
that, you
Yeah,
know? So,
yeah,
this is the type of stuff that we do. A lot of strength conditioning to stay strong, you know.
yeah. Mhm.
So like, so once we get into camp, we're not sore, you know.
Oh,
So
all
we're just
right.
going full force, you know. So right now we already started training hard. So, uh, like we like no sex for like a whole month and a half, 2 months,
Damn,
you
it's
know.
crazy
Yeah,
and
man. So
shit,
we
man.
just, like, you know, eating
Yeah,
healthy and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
good carbs, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass my
Yeah.
wife, but I have a problem going 5 hours without that shit, dude.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
nah, I'm bullshit. Nah, I'm bullshit. No,
Hell
no
yeah.
disrespect, you know.
Yeah.
But nah. So, are you know, because AI is everywhere right now. Is
Yeah.
AI still being used in boxing for you or not yet? And
Yeah.
shit. You know, like the artificial intelligence. You know.
Uh, I don't really use it most of the time. Sometimes we do, but majority of the time, you know, like, we already know what to do, so stuff like that, you know. So we
Mhm.
train on the days that I need to take a light. I take a little bit of light, but I go do recovery and come back the next day to train as really hard, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. But
And right now, who are you looking to fight, bro?
uh,
Is there a specific person for March 8th that you're trying to get through?
like right now, like any big fights I was trying to get, they got they're not really going through. So right now, I'll fight anybody just to stay active, you know, and then get
All
another fight,
right.
stay active, and then after I win these two fights, you know, like, I'm ready to fight anybody who's undefeated, or, you know, any big name out there, you know,
Okay. It could be from any country,
any
local,
country, any
anybody and
local, you know.
shit.
So yeah, so right now I'm
And
just,
what makes not a fight that doesn't go? Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
like, we'll just fight anybody, you know, like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
willing to fight anybody, you know, just, you know, that's how you find out if you're the best or not. You got to challenge yourself, you know,
yeah, yeah,
you got
yeah,
to prove yourself, you know,
yeah.
that you belong in there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. And then how does that work, bro? Like what makes a fight not go through? Like I know, like with the like Mayweather and all that, it's always about the money. Is it the same time,
Uh,
same shit here, or?
well, also too, you know, being undefeated, there's kids that they don't want to take a risk, you know, they want to take the easy route going up, you know, so stuff like that, you know, so they want to build themselves up, you know, to like, oh, superstardom, you know, but they haven't fought anybody, you know. So I think
Oh,
sometimes
how
I
do
don't
they
think
do that without fighting anybody though and shit?
they pick
They
and fight choose, you know, where they're like not even, they still have an edge.
or like they know
Yeah,
they'll win. They
which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing too, because the day you get challenged, you know, somebody the same amount of experience as you or more, or he might have a little bit of tricks more than you, you know, you could lose, you know. So sometimes it's good to take those hard fights. You know, you're gonna lose. You're gonna learn from your mistakes. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
come
for
back and get
sure.
better, more experience and stuff like that too. You know,
And being undefeated is dope, but
yeah,
I mean, if you take some losses, it's not a big deal
it's not
either,
a
right?
big deal. You know, like, look at Chavez. You know, look at Oscar De La Hoya, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, Robert Duran. You know, all those guys lost. You know, Miguel Cotto lost. You know,
Oh,
Canelo
all
has
right.
lost. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
stuff like that too. You know, Danny
yeah.
Silva Garcia. Like, you can name a lot of fighters. You know, that has lost. You know,
Oh,
so
all right. Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're, you know, they're legends. You know,
yeah.
there's a
I'll
lot of
fight. I think if I was a boxer, I was gonna say I'll fight anybody.
yeah.
If that was my career path,
Hell
let
yeah.
me switch that up and shit. You know,
Hell
'cause
yeah.
before everybody calling me out
Yep.
on YouTube and the streets and shit. You
Yeah.
know, if I was a boxer, I would fight anybody because, like you're saying, like I'm just gonna get more experience
Yeah.
and eventually I will be the best boxer,
Yep.
especially after you fight
You
everybody.
get more confidence
You
in
know.
yourself too. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, for
hell yeah.
sure, dude. And then if I was a boxer too, I would be calling people out on the media and like how You know how they sell wolf
Yeah.
tickets? You know, I would be calling everybody out like, yo, man, like, this fool don't want to fight me. I already called him out. He over here acting up and
Hell
shit. You
yeah.
know, put pressure on him, man. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
just to put pressure and sell
Yeah.
tickets, bro. You know,
Hell yeah.
they do that right now, right? Like all the big fights and shit,
Yeah, a
bro.
lot
You
of
know,
people
they
do it
hate
too,
each other, and at the
Yeah.
end, they're like, hey, nice fight, bro,
Nice
nice
fight,
fight. You know,
like they've done it,
it's a competitive sport at the end.
Or
You know.
sometimes they don't make big fights, like a lot of people want to see Canelo versus Benavidez, but they're gonna do that fight, I think, just like Pacquiao versus Mayweather, 'Cause I don't think Canelo has any much bigger fights than Benavidez and a dude who beat him, Bivol, I
Oh,
think those are
really?
probably his last two big fights,
And
so
then they'll bring the next boxer up.
yeah, whoever's coming up, like
Mm. And
sign, yeah,
the way I seen boxing work is like the next boxer always beats the best boxer,
yeah,
right? And then it's like the young one, and then
yeah,
they take the pedestal,
yeah,
no? Yeah, and that's always been like the
like
game, I guess, and
yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah. There's a lot of good fighters coming up, like
Hmm.
Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Benavidez, the list goes on and on,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah,
All right, man. Yeah,
hell yeah,
that's dope, dude.
hell yeah,
So right
man.
now you're trying to get your fight for March 8th. If all goes well, you'll have a big fight probably by March 28th.
A little bit probably bigger fight, and then after that, I could probably get a bigger
A
fight.
big
Like
fight and
another
shit.
probably like 2 months, 3 months from there.
Oh, that's dope,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I hope you get the fights because it looks like that's what you like to do and
hell
shit,
yeah,
man.
man.
And yeah, we'll have to bring you again back, dude, to give us an
Hell yeah,
update. You got a lot of
update.
shit going
Hell
on
yeah,
from the last
you gotta
time.
come to the next one,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah, for
Hell
sure,
yeah,
bro, for
bring your
sure.
kid too.
I think the last time I didn't go, I think I had caught COVID and shit,
Yeah, I
dude.
think you were sick.
Yeah, yeah, I was sick,
Yeah,
and I'm one of them cats. If I catch COVID, I know it's COVID. I just be like, I ain't trying to give it to nobody else and
yeah,
shit. Just cause out of respect, I don't want nobody to give me they fucking COVID and shit,
Hell
you
yeah,
know. So I remember that day I stayed home, dude, and that day I caught it myself. So I was in the room by myself, dude. My wife was like, "Fuck that, I ain't catching
hell
that
yeah.
shit," you know.
I caught it like 6, 7 times already.
Yeah, you see, I'm on my third time, dude. You
Hell
know,
yeah,
so I want to keep it at that and
hell
shit,
yeah,
bro. You know, but nah, I appreciate you coming through, bro, and everything. And then I think that we're gonna have you again. You had so much shit popping just this last
hell
year,
yeah,
bro.
man.
That's a
Hell
crazy
yeah,
shit. Next year you gonna fucking come in here with your belts and shit,
hell yeah.
flossing
That's
and
the
all that,
plan.
man.
Shit.
And then
Next
yeah,
you know, we're gonna be in Vegas at the MGM
yeah,
Grand or
no, hey, that'd
T-Mobile.
be some
So
fire
hell
ass
yeah,
shit, bro.
hell
That'd
yeah,
be some fire ass shit,
hell
man.
yeah.
And I think that's dope. You keep
With the West Heaven,
oh, with the
tracksuits.
West Haven shit, dude.
Tracksuit,
That'd be dope for sure,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
And it'd be crazy when they go on the camera to shit. You see all the homies dressed in
Hell
royal
yeah.
blue with the West
Hell
Sider and
yeah.
the West Haven six
Hell
block,
yeah.
all that shit,
Hell,
dude.
that'd be hard.
That'd be dope, dude. That's
Hell yeah.
And I wish you the best of luck with any fight you got coming up. We'll
Hell yeah.
definitely be there on the next one and shit, bro. And thanks for stopping by and everything, and nothing
Yeah.
but love, dude.
Hell
And
yeah.
you
Likewise.
anything you want to say to the people right here and
Hell
shit,
yeah,
bro.
Stay tuned, follow West Heaven, clothing, and follow myself on Instagram, El Fantasma 35, same thing on TikTok, and Twitter, and follow them, support them too, and everything they do.
That's what's up, man.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for everybody that tapped in.
Hell yeah.
Make sure y'all share the episode, drop a comment, drop that like. You already know.
Hell
And
yeah.
we got that website, www.thewestfactoryshop.com. Make sure you go over there, cop some gear. We got 15% off right now for everybody. That use code playoffs because we got the playoffs going on right now
Hell
with
yeah.
the championship Super Bowls in the next week.
Hell yeah.
So make sure you go cop some of that gear, some of them hoodies, man. Keep
Hell
yourself warm and all that. Some of these hats
Hell
right here,
yeah.
you already know.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for everybody that tapped in. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Hell yeah, copy some merch too, for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mans on Valentine's.
That's what's up, man. For the gifts,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.